Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from the Black Business School. I want to take a second to congratulate my homie D1. D1 is an artist out of New Orleans that I hope you've heard of because I've mentioned him on this channel. I've had him on this channel a couple of times. And I want to give you a little bit of the background and let you know that the reason that I had him on the channel is because I saw a video that he did a long time ago called Jay, Weezy, and 50. And I love the way he creatively and intelligently really challenged the hip-hop music industry in terms of the power of the message and the way we're educating black children really in an inappropriate way by basically pledging allegiance to white supremacy by teaching kids things that are ultimately going to lead to their self-destruction. D1 is a former teacher, which means he understands how the mind works, how we influence children, and the power of hip-hop to do that. So he left the school setting to become a full-time rapper. And he's not just a teacher who happens to rap. He's a rapper who became a teacher, but he's really a leader who became a rapper who became a teacher. I mean, this guy is, he's really one of a kind. And I really want to just, say congratulations to him because in case you haven't followed it this week, he had a song called Sallie Mae Back. Now, how many rappers do you hear rapping about, repaying student loans or rapping about financial responsibility? Well, I remember D called me and told me he was going to make the song, because I do the financial thing a lot too. And we talked about it and I said, okay, well, let me know when it comes out. So he sent me true to his word. He sent me a text message saying, hey, the Sallie Mae song just dropped. I just wanted you to have the link. So he sent me the link. I checked it out. I shared it around. And next thing you know, he called me again a couple of days later to tell me that the song was really taking off. And then it just went super, super viral. And I think it's probably gotten 5 or 6 million views by now. He's been on CNN, BuzzFeed, every name, the Washington Post had an article where I think the title was that they said his song defines an entire generation or something. It's the anthem for a generation. And I was really happy for him because there's really no better person to have this happen to. I mean, you can just think about so many rappers whose songs went super viral and they were rapping about bullshit, just rapping about things that, sipping syrup or, black people killing each other or black men being ignorant, uneducated, irresponsible, going to prison, wasting their money. Here you have a brother who's taken over the game by pushing black people to lift ourselves up. And you can join that with one of his colleagues. And I think that these guys are friends. D's the kind of person where he's friends with everybody. He has that kind of spirit. But Kendrick Lamar on the West Coast, who is also at the top of his game and really doing things to empower black people. And I just want to say that I think that this is remarkable because this kind of reflects the era in which we live. I think that black people on a mass scale are learning that ignorance does not pay. Ignorance is not what we want to be. And so what it does is it takes those artists who promote ignorance and makes those people the outsiders. For the longest time, I used to say ignorance is winning. I don't believe that's true anymore. I believe in that civil war in the black community between ignorance and intelligence. I do believe intelligence is building an army, and men like D1 are going to lead that army. And that's why I support him. And I don't endorse political candidates, but I will endorse certain artists. And I endorse D1. I mean, this brother is, he's everything hip hop needs to be. And I just am so happy for him. And I think this week he was on CNN, and then he's going to be on The Real and all these things off of this one song. And I just think it's great. So anyway, in case you want to know why the song is doing so well, part of the reason I believe it's doing so well is because student loan debt is one of the great economic tragedies of our country. It's one of the things where universities have been allowed to really exploit and just screw the American people by charging insane amounts of money to go to college. So now people are saddled with so much debt. And we talk about this with my students in the Black Business School. They have so much debt that this is the first generation. The millennials are the first generation in American history that are actually expected to die in debt. That's never happened before. Before, the young people would start off in the red and eventually get into black. This generation, the median person in that generation is never going to get into black because they're going to be saddled with student loan debt for the rest of their lives. So that's why it's so serious, and that's why I'm glad he made the song. Well, anyway, that was it. I just wanted to congratulate my homie D1 and just vouch to you guys. Those of you that trust me and believe me, I've sat with this brother and talked to him for long periods of time, and he is incredibly unique. He's one in a million, and I just hope that he takes over all of hip-hop. I want him to be the biggest name in the industry. I want him to be the biggest mogul because he will lead people in the right direction. So anyway, that's it, guys. By the way, in case you want to travel to Chicago, and I'm going to keep mentioning this, we're actually bringing the Black Economic Empowerment Tour to Chicago on March 26th at the historic, or I don't know how historic it is, but it's Black-owned. The Black-owned Harold Washington Center. It's going to be off the chain. You can buy tickets at drboycechicago.com. That's drboycechicago.com. Go buy your ticket because they're selling fast. And the last event in Atlanta sold out. So take care, guys. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.